Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ArsenGirl Gaming. My name is Heather, and I thank you for joining me for another Sims 4 speed build. This is one from my archives. Believe it or not, this is the first build I did once the Island Living pack was in my hot little hands, and I'm not sure why I never got around to posting or editing this video. The house is actually really cute and was one that I enjoyed building because it was the first time I ever actually had been able to build over the water. I wanted to put in a pool. I realized at that point, oh my gosh, we can no longer do pools or we cannot do pools on the beach. So had to put the pool up on a second level and make it work somehow. But the house ended up being a really fun house to kind of work on just because it had me stretch my wings a little bit, and I focused really heavily on using the new Island Living items and kind of building it based off pretty much. I'm pretty sure at this point I did base game and Island Living. I don't think that there were many other items used, if any, in the build. And it came out so nice. I mean, it's definitely a tropical house. I call it Fantasea Cove because I did build it in the cove, and it's kind of a fantasy, get it, of mine to have a house like this someday. Funnily enough, while I'm talking about that, I can tell you that my father has a house on the water, not on the beach, but on an intercoastal waterway, and the way his house is built, it's on stilts, but it's finished so it doesn't look like it's on stilts. Guess we call them pilings here. Maybe pilings and stilts. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, his house is built adjacent to the first floor. Uh, Let me rephrase. His pool is built adjacent to the first floor of the house, and the first floor of the house is really the second floor of the house. So you drive in to his house, and maybe one day I will build his house in game. But what you drive in to the house, into the garage, and it's underneath the house, and it's all kind of finished. And it's some parts of it have open air screens to let it breathe because it's not like insulated and all of that stuff. But so you drive in, there's probably room in there for like 4 cars. Then he's got like an area for trash cans and a little storage. And then the back wall, there's this big room that you can go into, and it's actually the underneath of his pool. So when you go in there, that's where all like the equipment is and stuff like that to run his pool. And of course, then the pool, you kind of see the bottom of the pool while you're in there. It's kind of a creepy room, really. It's not finished in any way, shape, or form. And then he has another room built off of the garage, another 2 rooms, actually. One of them is what they use as the gym. And then there's a room off of that that was supposed to be a game room, but they've lived in the house for like 26 years and it's never manifested into a game room. So I'm assuming it will never be a game room because I'm hoping they'll sell this house within the next year and move up here to my part of the state and hang out with me a little more. At least that's what I'm working on. But I love their house. It has great views. I love sitting out by their pool, looking out over the water. It's my dream someday to own a place where I just walk outside, have my coffee, stare at the waves. Oh, such a dream. But I guess that's what makes building in The Sims 4 so therapeutic for me because I know that on my budget, my income, I'll probably never own a house even within spitting distance of water. At this point, I'd be happy just to own another house with a pool. I did own one years ago, the last time I lived in Florida. We did not buy one with a pool this time, and I regret it so much. I wish we had bought a pool or bought a house with a pool because it's about $60,000 US to put a pool in, even a small one. And I don't know when we will ever have a spare 60 grand laying around just so that we can get wet. I'm just going to be honest. My best chance of owning a house with a pool is probably going to be buying another house that already has a pool. But I loved my house enough that I thought I would be okay not having a pool. But since we had a summer this year where the temperatures were like over 90 degrees with high humidity for about 105, 106 days consecutively. I really wished I had a pool. Even tried to talk my husband into letting me get a blow up hot tub for the backyard and at least having water to sit in. He wasn't keen on that idea. So then I was like, let's get a baby pool. Let's get a pool that, you just put up and take down every year. And still no water in my backyard unless you count the hose. So that's why I think so many of my builds in The Sims have pools because I'm just manifesting that one day I will have some kind of water that my body can enter in the back of my house, or I will have a house with a pool. That's what I'm putting out there in the universe, and hopefully the universe will give that back to me because it's hot and I need it. So yeah, so that's why you see so many pools, even on lots like this, where technically I don't need a pool because you could just go swimming in this crystal clear water. But a pool is just so nice. I mean, really, seriously, who wouldn't want to just go sit out with a nice cold drink, their feet in the water, reading a book, just relaxing after work or a hard day? Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just my dream. You guys probably have different dreams, but that's my dream. And that's why I build so many pools, so many tropical builds now that we have Sulani to build in. And of course, even before that, I spent a lot of time building houses in like areas of Windenburg where there was water, and even Brindleton Bay where there was water. Anywhere that I could be near water, I tried to with my builds just because they make me so happy. Not the builds make me, I mean, the builds do make me happy, don't get me wrong, but the water is what really is my happy place. So, yeah. And so anyway, that's enough. I know I ramble a lot in these videos these days, and I hope you guys are enjoying that. But I just want to share a little bit of my life with you. Always want to share a little bit of what I'm thinking when I'm building these builds, and really these builds are kind of therapeutic for me. When I'm having a tough day or I'm stressed about something, I can go into the game and go to any world that I'm feeling and just kind of sit there and let it become my stress reliever. I can lose myself in building. I mean, like you just saw me do the postcard board here, right in the kitchen. And, just working on something like that can take my mind off of the real world and anything that might be happening in my life that's stressing me out. And, while I may not share those stressful thoughts with you, I can relieve them through these builds, which then I ultimately share with you. So, that's probably why you're seeing so many builds on my channel these days, because I'm needing some stress relief, and truthfully, it's doing the job for me. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm grateful for you guys listening to my ramblings and enjoying my builds, giving the feedback. And those of you that download my builds from the gallery, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them. And as I always say in my builds videos lately, at least, please, if you do take one of my builds and you customize it and make it your own and then upload it back to the gallery, tag me on Twitter, tag me on Discord, just send me a message, Facebook, whatever. Let me know that it's there so I can go find it. And, perhaps one of these days I will actually tour your remodeling of my build and see what your take on that build has been. Because as much as I love building these and taking my creative juices and putting them into these houses, I know you guys are about a bazillion times more creative than I am, and I love seeing your take on it. I love seeing what you've done, and it just brings a smile to my face to know that I created something that encouraged you to then create something. It's kind of like a circle of love or a circle of life. We'll just keep sharing with one another. And they do say sharing is caring. So there you go. Speaking of sharing, I don't know. I know I posted this on my community tab, but I haven't really said anything in any of my videos. But I have completely revamped my Discord server. It used to be simply focused on The Sims Mobile, and it was called Sims Mobile Obsessed. I've since changed that just very recently to be called Come Play With Me, which you know is my tagline because I do love playing with other people versus just by myself. And that's why I share all my builds and all my gameplay with you guys because it's way more fun to do it together. But anyway, I digress. The Discord has been revamped and it focuses on The Sims, it focuses on Roblox, which is in my second channel that I've just recently started as well. I'm doing a channel just based solely on Roblox. And so I wanted to have a place where everybody can kind of hang out and talk about all the games. Also, I play other games like My Time at Portia, things like that. And the channel is just a place where we can all kind of congregate and have conversations and share. And if you guys play games, you can share those. And if you want to reach me, it's a really good place to be in touch with me. Truthfully, Discord and Twitter are probably the two best places to contact me on any given day because I seem to get my notifications the best from there of any other social media platforms that I'm on. So if you want to join me on my Discord, the link is in the description below. Feel free to click on it. It is invite only, so you do have to click on the link to get into our server. But once you're in, just say hello and hang out with everybody, and you'll find that it's a lot of fun and everybody is welcome. And I would love to have you join me there. And of course, if you want to check out my new channel, I will also have that link in the description below. It's called ArsenGirl Plays. And right now, like I said, it's focused mainly on the various Roblox games that I play, which of course tend to be very similar in many instances to The Sims. A lot of house building, house decorating. There's one that is very much like Stardew Valley that I play called Farm Life, and so I'm farming, but basically it's just another way for me to play games and share that with other people because each Roblox game is actually a social game. So unless you have your own private servers that you're playing Roblox on, you are playing with other people. You're sharing it, you can communicate, you can ask questions, you can make friends, and I really like that aspect of it. And I'm having a ball exploring the games. There's something like 60,000, my number is probably completely wrong, but just thousands upon thousands of games. So that is what I'm up to there. But back to the Discord, I would really love to have you guys join us over there. I do have a couple Facebook groups as well if you want to join those. One is also called Come Play With Me. I have one for The Sims and one for Sims Mobile, both called Obsessed. So we have Sims Obsessed and Sims Mobile Obsessed, where there are like minded people hanging out and just having a ball being immersed in all things The Sims. And so, yeah, I'm all over social media, and I know that some of you only reach out to me in the comments, and that is fine. I love that. I really look forward to reading your comments. That's probably the highlight of my day and one of the first things I do every morning. So, continue to do that, please, because I really do look forward to those comments. And I have met so many wonderful people through the comments, and some of them have gone on to become really good friends. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate the time you take to share your thoughts with me. And of course, if you have a YouTube channel and you'd like to tell me about it, I encourage you to do that as well because I'm into checking out other small YouTubers. And you don't have to be Sims related for me to check you out, though that is, of course, a bonus because, we all share the same Sims obsession. Anyway, I have totally digressed off of the purpose of this video, the purpose of anything I was talking about. Wow, I have turned into a rambling rambler on these videos, and I really hope you guys don't mind. My house is coming along really great here, as you can see. All the island living. I'm sorry. You guys, okay, here's the truth. It's been a rough day, and yeah, so my mind is, I have ADHD. I don't know if you guys know that. If you've watched my past videos, you might have heard me talk about it before. But sometimes my mind cannot handle all the thoughts that are going through it, and I cannot focus, and that is why I ramble. And it's something I have dealt with my whole life, and I think it just adds to the charm of who I am. But sometimes I like wonder, how did you get on that conversation? You started out at point A and now you're at point X, and I'm not really sure the path you took throughout the rest of the alphabet to get there. So I do apologize for that, you guys, and I hope you will forgive my ramblings. I hope you enjoy a little bit of them. Uh, but yeah, and you kind of probably notice that in how I do my builds as well, because I don't do them very consecutively. I'll start on a part and then I will be like, oh, birdie, and I'll jump over to a whole different part of the build and start working on it. And yeah, it's just how my mind works. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not medicated. I have to control it all on my own. And it's been something I've struggled with my entire life. And as an adult, some days are better than others. And like I said, it's been a rough day. And I got some news that was just a little disappointing. And so I'm kind of just glad that I'm here talking to you guys and distracting myself from it. But I do want to apologize for like the completely off topic track that this voiceover took, because it really did get off topic. But while I was doing that, I was watching my build and really going, man, I really like this house. It came out so cute. And I could just feel the coolness of those tile floors and the open windows with the sea breeze blowing through, the sound of the ocean water lapping at the dock, the sound of mermaids singing their siren song out in the water, dolphins splashing around. Can you just close your eyes with me? Just envision all of these sounds and smells and feels. Oh, it's like meditation. It just takes me there. I need to be there right now. Now I will be honest with you. I'm looking out my window in my office while I record this voiceover, and I am staring at several palm trees, and it is a breezy day, so they're moving in the wind. The sky is blue, the clouds are white, and it is calming to my soul. I will tell you that, but I need the water. Like I viscerally, is that how you say that? Viscerally need the water in my life. Anyway, we did make it all the way to the end of the video. If you made it through my entire ramblings, well, God bless you. I am so glad you did. I hope you enjoyed this build as much as I enjoyed building it. I think it came out super cute, and I really love these screenshots. The house is a great one. It can be used pretty much on a variety of lots with water access because it is built over water. So if you have the Island Living Pack, I encourage you to download it from the gallery. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to give me a thumbs up to let me know you watched, that would be fantastic as well. If you are new to my channel and you would like to see more of my content, then I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, because the bell is what lets YouTube know that you would like to be notified when I post something new on the channel, and that way you don't miss out on anything coming down the line. And like I've said before, I have lots more coming, more Sims 4 and otherwise, and I hope you'll be around to see it. Until next time, have a great one.